Kia ora, good evening. Heavy rainfall throughout Southland could affect not only farmers but the entire region, according to Federated Farmers Southland President Russell McPherson. The term green drought is being used to describe the pasture conditions in Southland. Soggy ground and a lack of grass growth mean difficulties for grazing, and crop grow is almost at a standstill throughout the region. Russell McPherson said farmers were frustrated at the lower production rates in what's been one of the worst springs in his 27 years as a farmer. Because of Southland's reliance on agriculture, McPherson said if the rain does not ease up, it's likely killing dates will be cut back, ultimately affecting the region as a whole. ACC's annual Safety Week kicks off today, and this year's focus is on keeping safe when playing sport, recreational activities or drinking alcohol. A major focus this year is drinking alcohol, which is often a significant factor with a lot of injuries.
ACC estimates that about 11% of all of our claims are alcohol related, and also about 56,000 people will be hurt over the summer due to alcohol. So we really want to focus on people staying safe around that.
What are the tips that you've got?
The tips are really getting people to plan ahead if they are having a night out, thinking about other alternatives such as non-alcoholic mocktails. A lot of you might have seen, and we're supporting our other agencies with like the Not Beersies, so those sort of campaigns. Substantial food, thinking how are they going to get home, a sober driver or taxis, or just really planning ahead so they can enjoy the summer but stay safe.
ACC continued to encourage people to be careful on the playing field. Sport and recreation led to around 450,000 injuries last year. ACC say they don't want to stop people having fun, but rather to be safe doing it.
If you're doing it, think about things like sort of warming up, doing your stretches. If you have an injury, seek medical attention straight away. And also some of the resources that we have on our website that people can download or come to ACC and access.
Traditional family games are taking their toll on the country's health, with last year alone 23 Kiwis injured with a plastic cricket bat and another 86 injured by a frisbee.
I think a bit of common sense does come into it. We can't bubble wrap everybody, obviously, but I think as human beings we sometimes just need to stop and think of what those dangers could be. But we don't, as I say, we don't want to stop people having fun.
As well as resources online, including videos and real-life stories from ACC clients, this year more than 1,800 businesses and other organisations have partnered with ACC to help share Safety Week messages with staff and customers. Margot Southland, South Today News. Changes to the New Zealand driver licensing system are set to come into force next week, with a 5-year limit on new learner and restricted licences.
The land transport rule will mean that drivers who obtain or renew their licence after 1 December and those who have not moved on to the next stage within 5 years will need to pass another theory test to renew their licence. The NZ Transport Agency said the law change is aimed at improving the safety of novice drivers and motorcyclists by gradually gaining the skills and experience needed to drive safely. The rule is part of the government's Safer Journeys initiative, which aims to reduce deaths and injuries on New Zealand roads.
A sea of orange swept through Invercargill CBD today as the achievements of road safety experts were celebrated. 359 students from 12 schools participated in the Orange March today, a day of celebration for the hard work put in by Invercargill students to ensure road safety throughout the city. Every day, children from Invercargill schools brave the elements to ensure students and other pedestrians safely cross our roads.
Well, they have lessons at school. The New Zealand Police train them, and then of course they're out Monday through Friday every day, rain, hail, sleet, snow, and they've been out in all of that this year, so they work extremely hard.
Today we're going to go down East Street and parade around for the road patrol and Orange Day Parade.
And what happens after the parade?
We go swimming.
It's about celebrating the successes they've had all year and to say thank you for a job extremely well done, and to show the children that as adults we really appreciate that they've taken on an adult role to support their peers and their community.
Still to come on the bulletin, shoppers' thoughts on no tea breaks and Hairspray Junior. Welcome back. The Southern District Health Board has improved its performance for shorter stays in emergency departments, but is yet to meet national targets.
The Southern DHB saw 93% of patients admitted, discharged or transferred to a hospital ward within 6 hours in the latest quarter. The national target of 95% is a measure of the efficiency of flow of patients through the public hospitals and home again. The Ministry of Health says this is a strong result given the increase of patients during the winter months and is the highest Q1 result since the target began.
The removal of guaranteed rests and meal breaks has been the main discussion surrounding the government's Employment Relations Amendment Bill. The new law removes an employer's requirement to provide 10-minute tea breaks if restrictions are deemed reasonable. We hit the streets to find out if 10-minute tea breaks in the workplace were important to Invercargill residents.
Oh, absolutely. You need time to recharge yourself, and in order to do a good job, you need to be able to, take a bit of a load off for a little bit, especially if you're on your feet all day.
I think it'd affect your actual ability to work, I know it's only 10 minutes, but you've still got to sort of come down off, especially if you've got a really, stressful job or something like that, even that 10 minutes.
Not through my work day. I'm actually quite happy to keep working. I do get them, but I'd be quite happy just to keep working.
Yes, it would slow me down, so they wouldn't get what they're asked for.
Are those short breaks very important to you?
Yes.
And why is that?
Keeps me pumping for extra 2 hours.
I don't think it'll be a good idea because when you're working, there are times when you're really busy. Your body needs a little bit rest because the 10 minutes what that is just to regenerate your body. Your strength is back, you can come back, think quickly again. So it'll be not a good idea to abolish that kind of thing. There should be breaks.
So in your line of work, would that affect you if you didn't get a break?
Yes, I do. Because I work for a restaurant, so in lunchtime we are really busy. So after lunchtime, we need a little bit 10-15 minutes break where we can just sit down, relax, and get back to the work. But if you go continuously with that, the quality of service will not be the same because then you're really tired, your mind is not quickly thinking, you're not suggesting anything, you're not doing any upsell for the business. So it'll be a bad idea, in fact.
I think they're quite important. I think people need to have a break. Yeah.
Well located and well presented properties are selling well in Southland, according to the latest Real Estate Institute of New Zealand monthly report. The national market recorded 131 sales. That's just 2% more than the same month last year, but it's 56% above the average October over the past 4 years. The median price per hectare was down by just over 5% at $24,500. Combating the impact of offshore betting on racing and sport is the aim of a new working group being formed. It's estimated New Zealanders bet up to $300 million per year with overseas agencies. Offshore bookmakers are benefiting from Kiwi gamblers because they don't pay gambling levies, totaliser duties or GST, according to New Zealand Racing Board Chair Glenda Hughes. She says profits generated from the TAB are returned to the racing and sport industries, which is the whole point of the model, but says offshore betting is eroding this. Racing Minister Nathan Guy says he expects recommendations for change from the working group late 2015. Mix 60s style dance music, downtown rhythm and blues, plus a dream to dance on the Corny Collins show, and you've got the stage show Hairspray Junior. Southland Girls High and Southland Boys High Junior production Hairspray kicks off tonight at Invercargill's Centre Stage Theatre. Students today from Waverley, Windsor and Waihopai got a sneak peek at dress rehearsals that saw performing students fizzing after their first onstage run-through, complete with bouffant hairstyles and energetic dance moves. Lead character Tracy Dernblad says she was well cast for the role.
Done a lot of performing and acting with singing and speech competitions. So.
What do you like about the Hairspray production?
I just thought I fitted the role perfectly. You know, I've always loved this movie. It's like my favourite. So it was perfect for me, and I thought I could pull her off really well just because she's so bouncy, vibrant, and just loves, being her.
There is a lot of accents involved in this. You've got to be talking the American way all the time. How's that going?
It was a bit difficult at the start because I have quite a Southland accent most of the time. So Yeah, it was difficult at the start, but was fine to pick up with a bit of help from, like musical director and stuff like that. So.
What made you try out for the role?
Oh no, I just wanted to do it. It's good fun. Did it last year, and just come along, got the role.
So, do people know that you can sing and dance?
No, my parents don't know. I just turned up.
And how's the rehearsals going? How much time is involved in this?
Quite a bit. I mean, we had quite a tight rehearsal schedule, but it's paid off. We worked hard, and the whole cast worked hard, so that's good.
How are you finding the accents?
The accents are a bit of trouble, but you just kind of have to adapt to it.
What's your favourite part about the role you've got?
Probably the singing and how he is, because he's quite like a ladies' man kind of thing. So he's cool.
So you fit the role quite well?
I guess.
Next up on sport, we have ice hockey. That's after the weather next. From the news team, good night.